Moving on, of course, to the story that has dominated headlines across the country this week, and of course that's the revelation earlier this week that Edward Snowden, the man who behind the leaks revealing to Glenn Greenwald of The Guardian that the United States government through the National Security Agency has had access through a FISA court order to the phone records of millions of Americans we found at first to Verizon customers, which includes more than 100 million Americans. And now later it was revealed as well as the other main phone providers, AT&T and Sprint, were cooperating with these orders. He also revealed that through a computer program called Prism, since 2007, the United States government has been mining all of the data that we use on our internet browsers, on Google, on Facebook, on Yahoo. Apparently not yet clear if Twitter, if they have access to everything through Twitter. According to law, they would still need some kind of a warrant to get the actual data there, but they're storing and collecting it, just as with the phone records, they're storing and collecting that metadata. Well, this person who remained anonymous, he also revealed, I should say, that the United States government has a wide-ranging plan of cyber hacking of targets across the country in which they are basically hacking into routers, collecting data and metadata from countries all across the world. And of course, one of their main targets is China. This comes as news because we have attacked China, and at least verbally, politically, in the public sphere so severely and repeatedly for apparently hacking our lines. Apparently we're guilty of the same. Edward Snowden, again, a 29-year-old contractor for Booz Allen Hamilton, a company that does 98% of its business with the federal government. He grew up in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. He was a high school dropout who enlisted in the United States military because he wanted to make a difference. He wanted to help liberate the Iraqi people. This was back in 2003. He broke both of his legs in training, and so he was honorably discharged. He then later became a security guard at a CIA facility where he achieved his GED. He was noticed, apparently, for his facility with computer software and programming and his demeanor in some way. He was recruited to be a CIA operative. He began work and training in the CIA intelligence services. He served as an operative in Geneva, an analyst there. And he said that one of the things that first raised alarm bells for him in terms of abuses was that he saw CIA operatives recruit a Swiss banker in Geneva to give them secret banking information by getting him drunk and arrested for drunk driving, encouraging him to drive home, and that way they would have power over him because they would be able to help him get out of the drunk driving charge, and that sickened him a little bit. But over the years, he saw many things, and again, he was a systems administrator, which was more than just a low-level analyst, and so he had the highest clearance levels. He had access, apparently, to the entire roster of the CIA, he claims, the entire roster of the NSA. And over the years, these things, these access to all of this data, this metadata that all Americans consume with very little oversight, began to raise alarm bells for him, and he found it disturbing how much access he had. And at some point, he essentially said he thought that the American people did not know, despite whatever approval they gave to things like the Patriot Act, which gave the government wider scope of authorities to survey these things. Despite that, the public did not know how widely this is being interpreted. Here's how he explained his decision to leak this information.
But over time, that awareness of wrongdoing sort of builds up, and you feel compelled to talk about it. And the more you talk about it, the more you're ignored, the more you're told it's not a problem, until eventually you realize that these things need to be determined by the public, not by somebody who is simply hired by the government.